their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the power forward. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. Shot clock at 2. A deep 3 from George. The rebound by the Bucks. Middleton outside. The pass to Giannis. It's deflected. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Middleton for 3. The great fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Up top, Leonard, covered by Giannis. Zubac, the pass to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Tries again. Zubac.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away.
Jackson drives in. Morris with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Middleton can't get it to go. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. George with no one around. His 3-pointers off the mark.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Tips it up. It's good on the putback.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. Jackson passes to George. And the rebound goes to Lopez. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's George. Lopez with the steal. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Kennard, he's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Now here's Middleton. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Here's Rondo. That shot off. The Bucks go the other way with it. Middleton dishes to Giannis. Back to Middleton. And again, the Bucks miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Milwaukee leading by 4. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Chris Middleton. And then for the Clippers, Mann's checked in, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Batum, good.
Boy, and for his size, Nick Batum has really good ball handling skills.
Outside Holiday. Off target with his 3.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
And so it's Milwaukee with it after the basket by Los Angeles. Holiday attacking. Here's Portis. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Beverly looking around. Pass to Cousins. 30 seconds left to play here in the first.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And again, the Bucks miss. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And the dunk by Batum.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
The wide open look here for Holiday. Buries it from three-point range.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Taken away by Holiday. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. But earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin.
I think the underdog story, started.
And Greg Plain with the chip on his shoulder has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, P.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward. Here's DiVincenzo. Paul George making his last shot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Fires the three. Forbes with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
DiVincenzo with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Here's George after the made shot from Bobby Portis.
And, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
It's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. George has got the ball. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Los Angeles. Luke Kennard comes in for George. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here is Forbes, defended by Beverly, Middleton, and the Bucks miss again.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Beverly, the pass to Mann. And here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. Offline with his three. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Bucks passing it around. Middleton outside. Fires from deep. They get it back. Portis kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to Portis. 6 to shoot. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Sinks the triple. And the Clippers lead by 3. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys, I think, that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Here's Middleton after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. And the layup's good off the glass. Middleton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's really easy to admire and respect the explosiveness of Middleton. I mean, if you give this guy a lane to the basket, he'll take full advantage of it right away.
Now here's Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kennard on the wing. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Bucks trail. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. .34 seconds left here in the second. Here's Nwora, covered by Morris. Nwora, the pass to Lopez. Clock at 6. And it goes down 2 points. Lopez has got 6 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Out to Morris from the arc. So that'll be it for the first half.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to, and he might not get all the attention, but you talk about smooth scoring in this movie. And that'll.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Brook Lopez.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. They've got to do a better job boxing out.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. And there's Jackson. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low.
And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Here's Holiday after the Clippers pick up 2. And Holiday throws it down. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Now here's Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Zubac trying to break loose. Jackson misses. Milwaukee in the lead. DiVincenzo with it. Guarded now by Morris. And Giannis throws it down.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Morris passes to Zubac. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Zubac has got his first points of the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Middleton outside. Poked away. The drive by Lopez. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Used all 7 feet and about a third of a ton to get that one up and down.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And then for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Now here's Rondo. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Cousins. The rebound by the Bucks. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Connaughton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And again, the Bucks miss. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the contest. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
And so it's Milwaukee now, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Connaughton passes to Giannis. It's thrown by to Tacumbo. All alone. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. George, that's a two-pointer. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 7.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Brook Lopez. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Beverly's checked in. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 1-point game. There's the lob at Tacumbo as we approach the 4th quarter. Still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
The Clippers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Beverly with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And the amount of space Antetokounmpo covers is really breathtaking. You got to see it to believe it. I mean, he erases shots that you think he has no chance to get to.
Ahead, here's George. They grab their own miss. Kicks to Beverly. On the wing, Morris. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside Holiday. Connaughton passes to Middleton. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Now, Antetokounmpo. Got it up. And that one released in time, but no good.
Boy, when Cousins makes up his mind to defend, he does a nice job challenging shots and getting stops.
And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Bucks lead by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Portis in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Passes it to Oturu. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mann. No good. That would have tied it.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. With maybe a step out of his range.
Great positioning on the putback. Portis has got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
DiVincenzo with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. For 3, Middleton. He's off on that one, so the Clippers will take it the other way.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
And pushing it up, Milwaukee. The Bucks again in transition. Holiday gets the bucket. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
Kennard for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Fast break, Milwaukee, and they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Teague comes in for Drew Holiday. For 3, Middleton, Milwaukee. No good that time either.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Jackson passes to George. They need this one, and he sinks the layup.
And George is so smart, so crafty on the dribble. He's just got an excellent way of controlling the ball and his body as he's dribbling.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
Boy, when you got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
Here's George. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Now here's Teague. He lobs it up. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Teague.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Morris outside. And here's Leonard. 18 feet out. Again, Los Angeles.
And, guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moment.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. And that one drops for him. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line. Hey, when you got a player like George, in these moments, you turn to him. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
56 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Teague against Jackson. Here's Lopez. Good.
big fella Brook Lopez coming up with a gigantic fourth quarter score.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. George looking over the floor. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, Paul George has been sensational.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Teague against Jackson. Teague can't hit. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his third foul of the game.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? If you missed just a strike, and they're right there with it.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Up next, the Trailblazers. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome. But it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at center. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now McCollum following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo from deep. Jones finds Lillard. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Antetokounmpo, no good. And here are the Blazers. Oh, Covington in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
No, the impressive reach on display. Covington has a strong feel for when he has to go for the alley-oop.
Milwaukee has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Holiday against Lillard. On the wing, Giannis. Again, Giannis missing. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. Jones the pass to Lillard. And it's in off the backboard.
Well, talking about Lillard, he's so good as a scorer in the paint. I mean, probably just as good as any point guard.
Now here is Holiday. Passes it to Middleton. A putback. And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Outside Holiday. Giannis high post. To the paint. Here's Lopez. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
He's using all that size in the paint. Lopez, he's always excelled when he capitalizes in this area of the court.
Here's Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Lopez with the block. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Lopez left side. Here's Middleton. Offensive rebound. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And slammed in by Jones.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Lillard against Holiday. There's the 3. Takes it down to Middleton. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Lillard with the ball. From deep. Here's McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
What a dead-eye McCollum is from that range. Such a tremendous feel for the mid-range jumper.
Holiday surveying the floor. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard running the floor all by... Where did that come from? It was beautiful.
Wow. You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Here's Lillard. Kicks it to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Pass to Jones. Outside Covington.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
The shot by Middleton. Wide open. From downtown. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo.
McCullough is solid at contested shot. Does a nice job at getting hands up in time.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Trailblazers out in front, up by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard spot. And he gets the bucket.
High percentage shooter from these spots. Portis has tons of confidence in his inside scoring ability.
Portland leading by 4. Now Powell. Pass to Simons. Stolen by Middleton. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Forbes can't get it to go. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Passes it to Simons. Powell against Middleton. Lock at 6. Lobs it up for Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
And look at Cantor rise up. Good anticipation for the big man to go for the alley.
Bucks trail by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Three-pointer. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Hollis Jefferson passes to Simons. It's Powell on the wing. And the pass to Simons. Wants to get it to Hollis Jefferson, and does. And stolen by Portis. Tucker with the ball. Hollis Jefferson's there. And Middleton kicks it to Tucker. It's up a 3. Portis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Portis has got 4 this quarter.
What intensity on the glass from Portis. Junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunity.
Pass to Cannon. Now Powell. Count it. Good. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here is Forbes. We've got 1:55 left in the first half of the game. Middleton can't get it to go.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Anthony, the pass to Simons. From deep 3-point range. He can't get that one to fall. The Bucks go the other way with him.
Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. Still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on this team.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Now here's Powell. Defense is right there. Out to Anthony. Cantor trying to free himself up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
Here is Forbes. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Hollis Jefferson finds Powell. Sinks the three-pointer. Powell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here is Forbes. Here's Connaughton. Offensive rebound. Middleton outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Stolen by Holiday. The three for DiVincenzo. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And that...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Yeah, you must try to match his energy level first and foremost. But right now, he's just out hustling guys to the ball.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points now this quarter. The Trailblazers shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. DiVincenzo against McCollum, and the shot goes in. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Lillard with it. 6 points for him. Down low. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Lillard. McCollum's got 6 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. Cantor checked in for Portland. And the Bucks making a change here. Here's Nora. Offensive rebound. Lopez finds Giannis. Inside. Second shot opportunity. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
A different look now for Portland. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Robert Covington. Anthony comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Connaughton's checked in. And Holiday kicks to Connaughton. Pass to Lopez. The tray. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. Portland leading by 5. Anthony, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And Cantor able to finish.
Oh, he's a great presence to have near the bucket. Cantor's going to go after every rebound. And when he gets his hands on that, that's what happens.
And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. Shot to stop the run. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Simons surveying the D. McCollum dishes to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate, McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Outside Holiday. Now the dish to Giannis. Three-pointer. Milwaukee getting another chance here. For the 3. That doesn't go. He's 5 of 12 on the night. Portland leading. Up the floor. Cullen passes to Carmelo. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
On the wing, Giannis. Launches a 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Powell's checked in. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. Anthony, the pass to Simons. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Back to Cantor. He kicks it to Powell. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Connaughton passes to Tucker. And Connaughton has it in the corner. And again, the Bucks miss. And now Portland on the break. Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Portland out in front, up 10. And will return shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got Teague. E.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 slot.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Robert Covington's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Bucks trail by 8. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. That one, no good. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. And the dunk by Covington.
I like whenever Covington is in attack mode. He's demonstrating how dangerous he can be driving inside.
Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Lillard picks him up. There's the triple. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Covington's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
From deep, Giannis. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
Connaughton passes to Giannis. Takes a 3. Again, Giannis missing.
The more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
They get the rebound. Nurkic. The 3. And it's Norman Powell with the 3. Powell's got the lead up to 13 now for Portland.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez comes in for Portis, and Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Lillard from deep three-point land, but they'll get another chance. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Second chance shot. No good off the back of the rim.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Trailblazers leading by 13. High post, Nurkic. Passes to Covington. Lopez with the steal. DiVincenzo against McCollum.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Lillard way outside. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally. He hasn't been able to find any kind of groove this quarter. I mean, it seems like he's been running on fumes since halftime.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I don't know why he keeps shooting. Anybody tell me nothing is falling from him? He's going to end the game on a bad note if he keeps this up.
Oh, here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. Launches the 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Middleton's got it back down to single digits for the Bucks.
And good to see the hustle from Middleton here. He's a good partner to have on the break, and he's quick to get up the court.
Lopez with the steal. 5-on-3 break. From deep, Antetokounmpo. And the rebound by Nurkic.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
Scooped up. There's 53 seconds left in the game. From deep, Giannis. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. The 3 from McCollum hits the three-point bomb.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
And that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Launches it. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. And here are the Trailblazers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And it's Lillard missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
From deep, Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seems. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. The three from George. And it's rebounded by Covington. And here's Portland.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And, Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. And George kicks to Leonard. 13 feet away. Good on the bucket.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Lillard fires away from way outside. He can't get it to go. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Nobody near George. Misses the three. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
Morris against McCollum. Unloads from 9. Here's Zubats, and the dunk by Zubats.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And the basket by Lillard.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now, here is George. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And it's Lillard missing.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Morris passes to Jackson. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, and the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And here's George after Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go. And there's the pass to Leonard. Jones finds Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And it's Leonard missing.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Lillard against Jackson. Now McCollum still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, you have to love an authoritative finish, and Mr. Covington leaves no doubt.
Jackson against Lillard. Up top, Zubats. 29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Banked in off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Back to Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Leonard against Covington. And here's Leonard. And it's Zubats atop the key. Over McCollum. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A good close contest so far as we finish the first. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got DeMarcus Cousins, Luke Kennard out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Batum, and it's Man in at the three, the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Pass to Kennard, kicks it to Beverley. Back to Kennard, to the inside. That's tipped. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Back to Powell, takes the three. And the Trailblazers, another three.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that three, the more the floor opens up. Well, Norman Powell, these last several seasons, has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season, much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Beverly dishes to Cousins. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
6 to shoot. Here's Simons, defended by Beverly. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity. Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Cantor finds Anthony. And the rejection by Cousins.
7'6" wingspan in the house, and he says, get it out of here.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now here's Beverly. He's covered closely. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Frankie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Oh, look out. Strong finish.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Over in the corner, Beverly. George against Jones. Now, here is George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Morris passes to Jackson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. 44 seconds left in the first half. That one falls.
I'll tell you, you have to take pride in finishing through contact. You get the sense Marcus Morris relishes that chance.
Jackson against Lillard. He dishes it to Nurkic, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the game here. Free throw good, Nurkic.
It took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
And it's George finishing it off.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Zubac. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Incredible wingspan, unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the small forward position. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Lillard. Safety move over Jackson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at him.
For Portland, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Passes it to Zubac. Dishes to Jackson. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And Los Angeles with some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Leonard. And it's Kennard in for Paul George. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. For the Clippers, Mann's checked in. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. And Portland with a change here, too. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Out left to the wing. Here's Simons. Drops one in from the wing. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Now the pass to Kennard. Fires for three. No good. And it's Portland the other way.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
I'll tell you what, Hollis Jefferson doesn't mind showing out a little bit. What a sensational leaper.
And Doris, with Rondé Hollis Jefferson, it's more than just stats. The guy is just so active when he's on the floor.
That's right, Greg. It's the hustle and the movement he plays with that are really the strengths. Only 6'6", but it feels like he can play above that size. Great energy guy to bring off the bench. And if you need him because of injuries or fill-in spots, he can start and be productive.
Here's Simons. Shot clock at 6. Portland needs to get off a shot. Takes it from 10. Cantor's shot is off.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Cousins. Pass to Kennard. For the tie. Rebound by Anthony. Portland leading by 3. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Boy, that face-up game of Carmelo is a problem. The quick release or attack the rack, forget about it.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
He gets it in there.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Cantor with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now Powell. Simons, the pass to Powell. He feeds it to Cantor. The shot, no good. Nice D from Cousins. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Mann. And that'll be 2 free throws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's Simons missing. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers for the lead. Mann gets the bucket. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Anthony, the pass to Simons. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Clippers ahead. They lead by 1. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Jackson. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Oturu in at the center position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
Here's Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in. Jackson's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Floats it up there for Nurkic.
If the keys to your are in Lillard's hands, you're going to be in pretty good shape. Check out how well he runs the pick and roll there. That's just a perfect way to play.
And George gets it to go. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Here's Simons, defended by Beverly. Kennard, the pass to Mann. And he makes good on the layup. And now a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Simons. Out to Anthony. The 3. It's hauled in by Beverly. Los Angeles leading by 3. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Jackson passes to George. The dish to Leonard. Shoots over Covington. And that one hits back iron.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss. Well, just incredible anticipation and hops by Robert Covington.
Outside, George. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
George, no good on the free throw.
Well, I don't know that when he was selected 10th overall back in 2010, that the casual fan understood that Paul George would become one of the most effective two-way players in the NBA, but he's done just that.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And here's George. He kicks it to Leonard. Back to George. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. George has got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers. Lillard up top, guarded by Jackson. Count it. Lillard's got 19 points.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Jackson against Lillard. Jackson dishes to Leonard. Outside, George. That 3 off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's McCollum. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Jackson passes to George. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on C.J. McCollum. 2 shots. Gets the first. That will put them up by 2. Foul. He's checked in for Portland. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Lillard fires away from way outside. He nails it, and we're tied up. Lillard's got 10 points in the quarter.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Covington against Leonard. To the middle. Nurkic with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. A 3 from McCollum. Trains it from downtown.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And George kicks to Morris. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Here's Lillard. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Nurkic. Now here's McCollum. Clock at 6. Cantor trying to free himself up. And the call. The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Thanks, David. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
The putback, it's good.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
The drive by Cantor. And here's McCollum for 3. And it falls.
And when it matters most, the coach has...
A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the line. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And for the Clippers, they've got Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. And there's Jackson, and it's George in at the 2.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Outside Holiday. That shot misses. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Leonard the pass to George. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And here's Morris for 3. It's good on the putback.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
The defense there got away with a major lapse. Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
with confidence
goodness.
to attempt that alley-oop to himself. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. George against DiVincenzo. Passes it to Morris. George looking over the floor. Jacks up a three. The rebound by the Bucks.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
DiVincenzo finds Middleton. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. And it's a tie ball game.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
Jackson against Holiday. Lets it go from deep. Jackson misses. The Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And George kicks to Leonard. On the 3 off target. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. From past the arc. No good on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Pass to George. From outside the arc. Leonard, no luck. And it's Milwaukee's ball. The drive by Giannis. Paul George with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Morris passes to Zubats. George from deep three-point land, kept alive. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Stolen by Jackson. George against Holiday. Deflects the pass. Takes it out to Leonard. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Great rhythm on the catch and shoot. Kawhi showing us what's good.
Middleton outside. Lets the 3 fly. And again, the Bucks miss. Clippers leading by 5. Back to Morris. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Connaughton's checked in. Giannis on the follow.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Now, here's Kennard. Beverly, the pass to Mann. Back to Beverly. Shot clock at 5. Inside. Here's Cousins. Good D by Lopez. Bucks trail by 3. Kennard with the rebound. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. And that one's good. Beverly.
And this is what Beverly likes. Playing at a high pace, making his presence felt in the open court.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in it with the three. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And a miss there on the triple. The Bucks trail. This one for three. And with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Kennard finds Beverly. And it's off from three-point range. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Holiday, the pass to Forbes. Now Portis. Here's Tucker. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Now the Clippers moving it up. Beverly with the ball. Kennard on the wing. Guarded by Tucker. Batum scanning the floor. Sweet move. They retain possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Clippers making a change here. Rondo's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Back to Cousins. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And the Clippers lead by 3. Great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg? Or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin. And I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
The short one's on the money. Giannis has got the lead up to 1 now for the Bucks.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The pass to Kennard. Batum wide open. He fires. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition. Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Batum. And again, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
9 feet out. Rondo with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Cousins, no good.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Clippers trail. Jackson with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
I mean, taking what the defense allows, Reggie can run the pick and roll in a variety of ways.
41 seconds left to play here in the half. DiVincenzo passes to Teague. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by George. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Clippers shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. On the wing, Morris. From deep. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Nobody near Leonard. No good from outside. With 2 seconds left. Can't get the layup.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Clippers.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for the Clippers right now, Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. The shot from the low post is good. DiVincenzo's got 6.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
The shot by George, wide open. Misses, and he wants that one back.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
That one drops for him.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton for the tie. Here's Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged. And everything has to be earned.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example. Knowing where each other is at all times.
Holiday against Jackson. Holiday the pass to DiVincenzo.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
George against DiVincenzo. And the layup is good. DiVincenzo's got 6 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside. And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Holiday against Jackson. Outside Holiday. Lopez right side. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. The shot by Holiday, no good. Clippers leading by 3. Here's Leonard. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 6th rebound on the night. And Middleton kicks to DiVincenzo. Here's Lopez. The shot by Middleton, wide open. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Clippers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Leonard. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Leonard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
Wow, defensively, for some reason, they've come out flat here in the second half.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And attacking with all that length. When Giannis drives, he's either scoring or at least getting the foul.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. 52 seconds left in the third quarter. Teague against Rondo. Kennard for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Forbes has it in the corner. And he hits it to tie the game up. Forbes has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 29 seconds left in the third. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's how you run pick and roll. Kennard's a smart player who's gotten better at creating for others.
Teague finds Giannis. 15 seconds left to play in the third. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
It's stolen by Teague. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Batum. Wide open look here for Zubac. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. P.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Forbes in at the 1. Here is Forbes. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Connaughton. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Connaughton's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Over to the left wing. Pass to Forbes to take the lead. And the layup is good. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Not everything fell for them in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Now here's Beverly. Kennard for 3. Rebounded by Tucker. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Now Kennard to the paint. Outside Batum. 5 to shoot. Now here's Beverly. Not a lot of room. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
When he's not shooting threes, you'll find Patrick Beverly at the rim.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Teague in for Bryn Forbes. Middleton against Morris. Here's Lopez. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from Cousins. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Cousins. He feeds it to Leonard. From deep, George. Good on the three-point shot.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Antetokounmpo dishes to T. Kicks it down to Middleton. And again, the Bucks miss. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. It's a one-point game. And that one's good. Leonard.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. DiVincenzo against George. Down low. And Cousins kicks to George. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy misser too.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Drew Holiday is checked in for Milwaukee. Giannis left side. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Outside Holiday. He's looking for DiVincenzo and finds him.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Clippers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. .55 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
Over George. Almost, but it rolls out. And here is Los Angeles now. They lead by 1. It's in!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
For 3, Middleton. That one doesn't drop. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And here's Leonard. 11 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. No good there.
And another great rebound there. I mean, he's pulled down a ton of them, and the size issue has not been a problem here today.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. Guys, what's your take?
Well, you need the 3 here. A quick one. I mean, very quick. Has to be catch and shoot. One fluid motion. A very difficult shot, but it is definitely not impossible.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game. Ivica Zubac.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
So it's the Clippers. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good.
Rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Jones is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, down low. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Hey, offensive rebound. Positioning is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
Holiday surveying the floor. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Milwaukee has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Holiday against McCollum. Outside Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Middleton can't get it to go. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 4-point game. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. To the paint. Here's McCollum. The shot off that time. Great D that time for Middleton. The Bucks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lopez. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Oh, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. For three. Portland again missing.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Lopez passes to Holiday. Onto DeCumbo, looking over the floor. Now the feed to Lopez. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Lopez has got 6.
Just like clockwork, Lopez doing damage inside.
Here's Lillard. Buries the 20-footer.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Woo, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Here's Holiday, following the score by Damian Lillard. Here's Giannis. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the Bucks with some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And Tucker kicks to Giannis. Back to Tucker. On the wing, Giannis. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And it's Connaughton missing. Trailblazers trail by 9. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Here's Antetokounmpo after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And Connaughton has it in the corner. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in.
You know, for a sharpshooter like Forbes, guys, getting points inside can only help him be more effective on the perimeter. It actually adds a step to his quickness.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Simons. Here's Powell.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
And that's always your first priority defensively, and I think they're doing a nice job.
Tucker the pass to Teague. Now Portis. And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Teague.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Here's Simons. It'll count. And so it's Milwaukee ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but deep?
When I'm training in the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
I'll tell you one thing. They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the first half.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Teague, and it's Nora in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. The shot by Anthony, no good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money. Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Pass to Connaughton. Here's Nora. Back to Connaughton. And Cantor over to help. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for the Trailblazers. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Here's Simons. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Cantor.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
Now here's Teague. No points in the game yet for him. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now here's Powell. Here's Simons. No good with the triple. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Powell, and that one's good from Connaughton.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
And that corner three, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes him, makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
Here's Lillard after the made shot from Bobby Portis.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
So it's the Bucks now, following the score by Damian Lillard. Passes to DiVincenzo. Here's Nora, defended by Jones. 4 on the clock. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. Can't get it to fall. Trailblazers trail by 11. Here's McCollum. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Throws it up high. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now, here's Lillard. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. There's a minute left in the second quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Norman Powell's checked in for the Trailblazers. Now here is Holiday. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And to Kumbo. And Covington sends it back. And he gets it to go.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Nurkic dishes to Powell. Covington in the corner. Back to Powell. Keeps it alive. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his first basket.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And so it's Milwaukee. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They have a 13-point lead. And And that should...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic from Brook Lopez.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Jones, and it's Nurkic in at center. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He feeds it to Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Lopez has got the lead up to 13 now for Milwaukee. Lillard against Holiday. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Simons, he's checked in for Lillard. Simons, the pass to Covington. And here's McCollum for three. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
And he recovers it. A second chance effort. And Giannis with the layup. Giannis has got 7.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Simons. Lopez with the steal. Bucks leading by 15. Teague deciding where to go with it. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Left it at the rack, and the big man Lopez there to punch it home.
Here's Simons. Teague covering. Stolen by Middleton. It's 2-on-1. From deep. Lopez, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 17. Covington kicks to McCollum. Nurkic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
And here is Teague. It's stolen. Here's Simons. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And Milwaukee has possession. The Blazers getting the bucket. Lopez inside. Working on Nurkic. Lopez, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 13. Here's Jones. And the rejection by Giannis. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. So both teams making some changes here. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Now T. Lopez up top. Lots of room. Rebounded by Anthony. And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jeff Teague.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Lillard after Drew Holiday scored, and Cantor able to finish.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Now here is Holiday. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Some solid defense from Lillard. Hollis Jefferson finds Lillard. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
Trailblazers trail by 15. Lillard with it. Inside, Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And so it's Milwaukee. 13 points up at the end of the period. And there. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Bucks leading by 13. They've got Portis. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Holiday. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Forbes in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Now here is Holiday. Off target from 3-point range.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
DiVincenzo against Powell. The 3 from Anthony. Drills the 3-pointer. Anthony's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Now here is Holiday. Makes it off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 12.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's DiVincenzo. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
And guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
Bucks leading by 14. Here's DiVincenzo. The pass to Holiday. And here is Portis. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. Here's Simons, guarded by Holiday. Powell against DiVincenzo. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Trying to find Cantor, gets it to him, and he comes up with the deuce.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Cantor's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
Now here is Holiday. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Outside Holiday drains it from beyond the arc. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
Anthony, no one around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Milwaukee leading by 15. Outside Holiday. From deep three-point range, Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them. Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's Holiday. Portland making their last shot. Takes the three. Another miss by Holiday.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Go ahead and get it, youngster. Hollis Jefferson showing off the spring.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Bucks.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Brook Lopez.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And here is Powell following the three from Drew Holiday. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. Holiday with the three. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Now here's Powell. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys,
thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
And the Clippers starting five. They've got Morris. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 4 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Here's George.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Now here's Lillard. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one every time.
McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Kicks it out to Jones. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, man, what amazing speed and body control by Jackson. Once he penetrates inside, he's searching for the foul on his shot.
Jackson hits both of them. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Leonard attacking. That one goes in.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Now here's McCollum. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
McCollum against Jackson. Passes it to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
There you see why you want the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He can clearly set the table.
Now here's Lillard. He kicks it to Nurkic. Lillard against George. Back to Lillard. Just 4 to shoot. The shot will not fall. George with the defensive effort. Leonard attacking to the inside. Jackson, Clippers moving the ball around. Kicks it out to Leonard from past the arc. Connects from three-point range. Leonard's got 7.
And in college, Leonard was a 25% shooter from 3. Boy, how times have changed.
And it's sent back by George.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him in tough shots this quarter.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. To the middle, it's tipped. Rondo with the steal. Leonard the pass to Kennard. From deep. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Back to Leonard. Another shot. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And I don't care what his size is. You cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
Batum against Anthony. Batum passes to Leonard. Nice step back to get it off.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. Hollis Jefferson passes to Simons. Great D that time from Rondo.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Kennard kicks to Rondo. Now here's Kennard. Covered by Hollis Jefferson. Here's Powell. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Well, I'll tell you this. When Rondo is zeroed in defensively, he can be a...
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game. I
think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, I like the attitude they've shown coming in here. I mean, really applying pressure and trying to give this crowd nothing to cheer about.
Hollis Jefferson is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Cantor in at the center. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. You can't get that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Pass to Man. Back to Beverly. Launches a three. Good on the triple. Beverly's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
And Beverly has wonderful moves and has a great stroke from downtown. Gotta love how he rises up with plenty of confidence.
Here's Lillard on the mark with the 15-footer. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
They've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around. With overpowering strength and athleticism, Cousins is a handful to deal with around the rim.
Lillard attacking, and the basket is good. Lillard's got 8 points. Los Angeles leading by 8. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Now the pass to Kennard. Cousins inside. He's covered by Cantor. And Cousins throws it down.
And Cousins is a big body who knows just how to back down the deep. When he has the room to throw it down, he does not hesitate for 1 second.
Lillard, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. It's good. Hollis Jefferson's got his second basket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Floats it up for Cup. That's a great dunk.
Freakish athletically.
Wow.
How you do it. I love the chemistry Cousins has with these guys. I mean, sensational at finishing these alley-oop opportunities.
Here's Lillard. Batum grabs the miss. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Clippers leading by 10. Pass to Beverly. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. With the New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Outside, Jones. McCollum outside. Nurkic trying to get open. Goes back up. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the game.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
George looking over the floor. Passes it to Leonard from down low. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Jones dishes to Lillard from downtown. The Clippers grab the miss. They've held a 12-point lead early. Leonard attacking. Outside Jackson. No good from Zubac. And so it's Los Angeles.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 13 points. And that does it for our...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. And Lillard gets it to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Lillard against George. Lillard with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 7. There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen by George. Got a piece of it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Dishes it to Leonard. Outside for George. And the 3 ball is good. George has got 7.
And boy, he's got terrific feel on that jump shot. That's how George knocks down those catch and shoot jumpers in the blink of an eye.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. Shoots over Covington. They get it back. Out to Morris. To the paint. Here's Zubac. From down in the low post. It goes. Zubac has got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers. Here's Lillard. 10 points for him. A 3-pointer off the mark. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Jackson's checked in. Pass to Zubac. Stolen by Cantor. In the corner, Powell with it. A 3-pointer is right on target. Powell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
The pass to George. Rebounded by Anthony. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. They trail by 9 points. Cantor's shot is off. LA has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Jackson. 15 points in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Simons, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Simons. Kicks it to Cantor. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Down low, here's Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, so Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. The first free throw is good. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
High post Cousins. Back to Leonard, stolen by McCollum. And now Portland on the break. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And it's good to see McCollum working on becoming a better defender, using his quick hands to wipe the ball away.
Kennard with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. That one goes. Count it. Cousins has got 8.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Clippers leading by 11. We've got 28 seconds left in the third. Beverly against McCollum. Now here's Beverly. He's guarded closely. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Beverly's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, that's what they want to see out of Beverly. Decisive basketball. Nice, aggressive drive to the cup.
McCollum, no good. Pass to man. And Kennard, wide open. He shoots. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Los Angeles, looking at a 13-point lead. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And here is Los Angeles now. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Powell is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Anthony, and it's Covington in at the power forward position. Outside, Batum. Beverly against McCollum. 2 on the clock. Cousins, no one around him. Off target from the baseline. Trailblazers trail by 13. Powell, no one around him. A three-pointer, no good. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Kennard for 3. Rebounded by McCollum.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Powell, that's good.
You get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
Clippers leading by 11. We played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. To the left side wing. Man passes to Kennard. They get a hand on it. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for McCollum. Shot clock at 3. Batum inside the three-point line. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. It's a 13-point game. Knocked loose. Stolen by Beverly. Batum with the ball. Hollis Jefferson's there. Kennard for 3. The rebound by Simons.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing wrong.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here's Beverly. He's tightly guarded. Cousins with it. There's the dish to Beverly. No good on the triple. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Powell, the pass to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
When you pair Cantor's strong frame with his scorer's mentality, you get a guy that loves it.
Outside, Batum. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Inside. Cousins finds Batum. Back to Cousins. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Cantor. Hollis Jefferson passes the Powell. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Mann. And here's Kennard. Feeds to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
As good as he is at creating his own shot, Kennard is also a solid distributor. Doesn't miss the open man when he spots him.
1:19 left in the fourth. Hollis Jefferson passes to Cantor. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. Clippers leading by 11.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Los Angeles.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kawhi Leonard.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
McCollum outside. He dishes it to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
And all Nurkic needs is good positioning. Once he has this, dunking is easy.
Lillard against George. Zubats, that's good. And the Clippers lead by 11.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
Now Jackson. Outside Leonard. On the wing, George. Back to Leonard. Jackson drives in. So the Clippers with the win. This was a very... David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.